Welcome to the Footy Wrap for round 8 with your host Jeff Wortman and the Rambler Paul Hogan. G'day, Paul.
Rambling Paul H.
A rambling man. The big news of this round is the return of ugly football.
Oh, ugly.
Why are you wearing that?
It doesn't matter what I look like. Well, just as long as the job's done, you know. Just as long as I get the points on the board.
Well, I thought we were gonna wear like try and be hip and cool.
No, I went to Ross Lyon's press conference today, and
did you?
You just, you win. You got to do what you can to get it done, and so I'm not going to bother really because I just,
couldn't give a stuff.
Couldn't give a stuff as long as I just turn up.
Well, the big controversies come about because of that game between St Kilda and Hawthorne. Did you catch any of it?
Yeah, I did. I watched.
Apparently
most of it.
It was absolutely disgusting.
I was upset because I'd given it away by the 3/4 time siren.
Yeah.
And of course, all the goals were kicked in the last term.
Yeah. So you would have only seen 7 goals?
That's correct.
Yeah, in 3/4 of football.
7 of the worst
and let me
as well.
I've got some stats here that are interesting. 13 of the 300 marks were contested, so that describes how much they were chipping the ball around.
Yep.
That basketball crap.
Yep.
Even you can't deny the form of the Kangaroos. How many straight in a row is it now?
I think it's 4 or 5. Is it 5? Have we gotten to 5?
Yeah, 5 in a row.
Yep.
What do you do every game that they win in a row consecutively?
I make an apology. This week I'm making an apology dressed as a young Ernie Sigley, apparently. They're pretty happy there about the Kangaroos.
Well, because you know what Shannon Grant said this week? He said if they keep playing the way they're playing, they can win it.
Win what?
The premiership.
If they keep playing the way they're playing, they'll just never lose a game ever again if they keep playing the way they're playing, because they just keep winning. There's
a couple of teams who really need to have a win, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Fremantle are one of them.
Yeah.
Because they had a bad loss again on the weekend to Geelong.
Mm-hmm.
It's windy at Geelong, though.
They
play and win, the Fremantle doctor.
Well, that's right.
Is there any difference between the wind at Corio Day and the Fremantle doctor?
I think, there might be different smell, perhaps. The Corio wind. Not so much a win, but more of a break.
But Connolly had the answers in the press conference post-game.
Yeah.
He said they had a critical mass of poor skill.
Yeah.
Critical mass.
A critical mass of poor skill.
Yeah.
But to look at their list, you wouldn't say that they have too many players that suffer from poor skill. Do you think maybe they didn't so much have a critical mass of poor skill, but Geelong just beat them?
Paul, I think probably the best game of the round was the Western Bulldogs and Collingwood.
Yep, the shootout at Telstra Dome.
The Bulldogs did run away with it in the end, but it was a fabulous game for 3/4.
Yep. And
I reckon it would have been a sweet one. In fact, Farron Ray from the Bulldogs said that he thinks wins over Collingwood are even sweeter because Collingwood fans are so feral.
Sorry,
like the
Farron Ray of the Western Bulldogs.
Yeah, he says,
said that Collingwood fans were feral. Have you ever seen the Western Bulldogs cheer squad?
No.
Oh my God.
But I mean, Collingwood have the reputation as being...
I tell you what, you know how they did tours of Pentridge?
Yeah.
When they closed it down, now you can get houses there?
Yeah.
Well, you see the walls of Pentridge. If you want to see the former inmates of the H block, you just go down there behind the goals at Telstra Dome for a home game. Western Bull, doggy, 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 woof, woof, woof. They were selling chocolate bars. This is fundraising, Western Bulldogs.
Yeah.
The cheer squad was selling chocolate bars at the Telstra Dome. Sounds like a great idea,
Yeah.
They were selling them to each other. They didn't even leave the area.
Not all is lost for Collingwood supporters, though, because
No.
Buckley's almost on the way back. He was doing training this week, and I got some footage of him from training.
Yep.
And apparently he's going to be back just after the split round, but have a look how sharp his skills are, and keep in mind when you watch this is in the pouring rain.
Right.
I don't know whether you could see on the camera, but it was pouring rain. I mean, that football was like a cake of soap. It would be like catching a bar of soap. Like a bar of soap.
I'd catch a bar of soap in the shower, every day.
It's not that easy, It's slippery, do what I mean.
So you could do it, I could do it.
If I threw this at you,
yeah.
Here you go. Catch that.
No, but give me another, you gotta give me one more.
It's got a hair on it now.
It's got to give me one more.
It's got a hair on it, so that'll make it easier. There you go.
Alright, no.
There you go.
It's easy.
What?
Anyone could do it. Maybe
just hang on to it.
It was a fluke that you did it. Yeah, Josh, come here, my housemate. See, it's hard, right? Because I couldn't hear it. You just got to. You probably won't catch it. Just right. All right. Your nan, just throw it up in the air to yourself and just grab it. No, well, make sure it's wet. Make sure it's wet. Like, just throw it and just grab it. Well, it's probably not wet enough. If you're catching it, it's probably not wet enough. You asshole! No, oh no, not you, Nan.
So, Paul, that's it for this week. This weekend, Dreamtime at the G, of course, which has become another fixture on the AFL calendar. It's a good evening.
I suppose it was, Wednesday, Kilda and Hawthorne play, it was snooze time at the G.
Yeah, it would have been. But if you do manage to get down...
You didn't find that very amusing at all, did you? What is it? Oh, yes, it would have been. Next segment. No, keep going.
Well, I did spoon time at the G a few weeks ago.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, well, that's all right.
But anyway...
Just leave the jokes to me. Okay, big guy. Okay. I got the funny wigs.
That's fine, alright. Yeah. Well, do you find this funny? Michael Long's written a song called Colour of My Jumper, which he's going to perform with Archie Roach at the MCG.
And Shane Howard, a couple of Aussie music legends.
Who's Shane Howard?
Oh, Shane Howard used to play with Things of Stone and Wood, I think.
Oh, really? What was that? So they were music legends, you said?
Well, back there in the late 90s.
You'd be able to just reel off one of their songs then?
Yeah, Happy Birthday, Helen? Or was that was weddings, parties, anything?
Things of Stone and Wood.
Things of 6 months in a leaky boat. No, that wasn't them either. No. But they were legends.
My baby
takes the morning train. She works from... No. Now,
don't forget to put this back in the bathroom as well. Just I'll get it.
Fine. It's probably just bending to get the soap.
I got it.
I could have, but I didn't. So that's